Watching a film with friends, missing VHS videotape repeating.
Welcome back, family crew, creeps and peeps. Today we're looking at Waking the Dead. Billy Crudup and Jennifer Connelly. Sometimes Love Has a Life of Its Own, a film by Keith Gordon. One of the most powerful romances in recent years, according to Nicholas Saul of the San Francisco Chronicle. This is a Universal release through USA Home Entertainment. It's copyrighted in 1999, even though this movie I don't think was really released in theaters till I think January of 2000. A powerful story of love, Kevin Thomas of LA Times. Billy Crudup and Jennifer Connelly give passionate performances, raves Leonard Maltin of Playboy magazine, about the story of love, ambition, and the price of power. Filmmaker Keith Gordon delivers a psychological mystery of haunting proportions when one man's 70s idealism confronts his 80s aspirations. He begins an emotional roller coaster that brings ghosts back to life and asks the ultimate question: does love conquer all, even death? The critics agree Waking the Dead is a love story of uncommon intelligence. Eerily romantic and mesmerizing, hauntingly beautiful. Jeffrey Lyons, NBC TV. Runtime 106 minutes. Gramercy, whatever that said. I think that's this Egg Productions or Egg something. Egg Films. Yeah. Again, directed by Keith Gordon, who you'll know from like Christine and Back to School. He was in Jaws 2. He was an actor before he turned into a filmmaker. Underrated filmmaker. A lot of the movies that he's done have been fantastic. This is one that I just kind of picked up randomly. Again, I bought this one used, Video Library, next to Kansas. Rest in peace, my loves. Because I was a huge Jennifer Connelly fan. Again, still am. If you haven't picked this up about me yet, dark-haired women with dark eyes, long dark hair. I'm talking Jennifer Connelly. Jennifer Connelly probably too. Huge infatuation with Jennifer Connelly from my teenage years till present day, and she's gotten hotter with age. Beautiful movie, sad as shit. Executive produced by Jodie Foster, which is interesting, and based on the book by Scott Spencer. I've owned the book for maybe 10 years now, and I've still never made myself sit down and read it, although I really want to. Now, these two, I believe, worked together before in Inventing the Abbots. I think that came out like a year or two before this. I think they've worked together since in something else, I can't remember, but they've acted across from each other quite a bit. Now, Jennifer Connelly had a great late 90s rise. I mean, obviously, to me, she was in this, and she was in Requiem for a Dream the same years. 2 years before this, she was in Dark City. I mean, she's banger, 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 pun intended. And then, of course, Beautiful Mind, she kind of popped through into the true mainstream. I mean, she's been acting since she was like 4 years old, right? But like she's in, hits. I mean, she's in Creepers / Phenomena, Labyrinth, Hotspot, Career Opportunities, Rocketeer. She had a steady career. But then it's like the late 90s into the 2000s, she really took off and became like, an A-list. Not really, I guess you'd call her an A-lister, but she's just like Hollywood royalty. Look it up, but there's an interview with her on Conan O'Brien, I want to say, from the mid-90s, where I swear she's high as shit, and it's so funny. Which just seems out of character for her type. Now, I remember renting this and watching it before I ever bought it. This might have been one I picked up for sale when Video Library closed out in 2007, but I definitely rented this exact copy from Video Library back in 2000, 2001 or so. And like whatever it was about this movie connected me to like a small kind of, flingy relationship thing I had with a girl I worked with at my first movie job. It was just like very one-sided. Like I was completely into her. She had no time of day for me. Didn't stop her from using me for her own specific needs and kind of playing me a little bit, but I still kind of maintained like this, infatuation with her. So if you've seen this movie and you know what I'm talking about, but like the love, the loss, the longing, and then like a touch of like hope toward the end, just to be kind of dashed again, like really struck hard with me. That's I think one of the reasons I connected with this movie, even though like nothing else about it like fits anything about me, but it's just like there's like the correlations between like where I was at that point in time. But beautiful movie. Again, filmmaker Keith Gordon is just, I think, underrated. Like, I think he should have done more. I mean, I think he does a lot of TV shows now. It wasn't until I just popped this in the other day, because it has been a minute since I've seen it. I've been, like everything else, I've been meaning to rewatch it. It wasn't until I popped it in the other day to get the little movie, the title shot copied off, that I remembered and realized, goddamn, Molly Parker's in this thing. Now, Molly Parker, I have a love-hate relationship with. I've watched a ton of movies that she's in, and I just rewatched Deadwood a couple weeks ago. I watched the entire series. But it's just Molly Parker, again, has like this correlation. She reminds me so much of my most recent ex-girlfriend that it's just like hard to watch, you know. So when I pop this back in here sometime this week, hopefully to watch it, it's going to be weird, kind of going through all those mixed emotions again. But and I will force myself to read the book this year as well. But great performances by Billy Crudup, Jennifer Connelly, everything about this movie. It's a hidden gem. If you like good dramatic pieces, that's not operatic, it's not over the top. It's just a good simple story. Like, check out Waking the Dead. If you've seen it and you enjoyed it as much as I did, let me know. I love your guys' comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe.